So on these, we've got 18 twists, 8 on the top, 10 on the bottom. Y'all, I'm gonna cut 8 strips with the ruffles. So about 20 inches. Y'all, my blade's not out. What's up, y'all? Now, measuring whenever you do this technique is really important because you're only gonna have enough mesh to make this wreath with these measurements and 1 roll of 10-inch mesh if you get the measurements right. If one of your rolls are 30 inches, you're not gonna have enough mesh at the end. So we need 8 at 20 inches. Uh-oh, didn't cut. What's up, y'all? We need 2 more. Am I full of turkey? Yeah, we had a lot of food. All right. So that's our 8 at 20 inches. Now, around the bottom, we're gonna put 2 10-inch cuts in each one. So we need 20 total. Y'all, this is where I like having a large mat because I can measure out to the full 36-inch length. And I can get 3 cuts on every pull, right? Y'all, whenever you're cutting, if you start noticing that your blade is missing the little pieces, your blade probably has a dent in it, and it's time to change your blade. And your blade gets a dent whenever you have random things on your cutting mat. Regina made her first wreath for a special order. 6. So these are 10 inches. Y'all, this method is really nice if you're just getting started and price point is an issue for you. Because it takes less mesh, which gives you less overall cost. Y'all, I need to find some blades. Uh-oh, we lost one. Y'all, another problem could be your cutting mat. So if your cutting mat has... So if you look at mine, it's got a whole bunch of indentions on the 20. Right? So if there's a bump on the cutting mat, it could cause a problem when you're cutting. So I just pushed everything over an inch and it's cutting good again. So it wasn't the blade, it's the mat, y'all. And I don't know how many I've cut, so hopefully that's all we need. All right, so this technique uses one whole roll of 10-inch mesh, and that's it. All right. We're gonna put 2 of the rolls all the way around the bottom. Why is my last cut 9 inches? It's not. $19 to $29 is 10. All right, so we're just gonna make an X all the way around the bottom. Aw, y'all guys, look at John. He wants everyone to greet him. John, you do realize you showed up in a room with 1,400 other people who are gonna rip your head off, right, friend? Like, it's not gonna be fun. You should have stuck to the couches, buddy. Debbie, it was good. Tell you about dinner? It was good, that's all. Y'all, we're almost done with this part. Debbie, I don't eat leftovers. All right, where's our 2 pieces that we cut? Here we go. All right, these are the last 2. I'm pretty sure someone took care of old John. All right. So y'all, we just did 2 all the way around the bottom just to give it a little bit of depth. Now we're gonna put our ruffles on top. So y'all, the whole purpose of the ruffle is just to cover the mechanics, okay? So in reality, this gave you all of your definition. Now all we're gonna do is put a ruffle on the top to kind of hide the frame and in between the twist. Lori, I do not give supply lists for free projects. All right. So now we're gonna take our 20-inch pieces and we're gonna curl up the 2 ends just a little bit. Y'all, literally 1 little curl. All we wanna do is hide those cuts. The cuts are what frays, okay? So if you hide those cuts, then crunch up the middle. You're gonna have what looks like a little bow tie pasta. You're gonna put the ends, the open part down, and all of this is nice and covered. And we're gonna put one of these little bow tie pastas in every twist tie. And all we're doing is covering the mechanics. See? That's all we wanted to do, was cover those mechanics. Y'all, the mechanics would be anything that's holding it together, right? The wireframe, the space in between the bottom tails. This will make your overall wreath slightly thinner so that it costs just a little bit less on shipping, y'all. This mesh is a heavy foil mesh. All right, y'all, and look, don't let them overlap like that. Pull both of them out so you get those ruffles. Emily, we cut our tag off last. Does anyone know why we cut the tag off last? What does it make you do? Tammy, Valentine's Day wreaths are flying out of stock on Etsy. Like, if you don't have some Valentine's Day wreaths listed, y'all need to be making some. It's a whole madhouse. Right? So if y'all, it's just a process that I've had for a long time, even though now it's habit. Um, but in the beginning, I always left the tag on there because the very last step I wanted to do was look at the back and make sure the back was clean. And I did that when I'm removing the tag. Right, I don't cover the back, but I also want to make sure it doesn't look like a hot mess, y'all. All right, now look, this is just one roll of 10-inch mesh. We got a nice full base. It's only about, y'all, I was supposed to do this last time and I forgot. It's only about 4 inches thick. Which means when it's done, it'll be about 6 inches thick. All right. This sign says, sending all my love. All right. Pipe cleaners, staple in the corners. Y'all, if your staple isn't extremely tight, add a little bit of hot glue. Michaels does sell wreath supplies. They do. We sell different brands and we sell different quality. But you can absolutely run to your local Michaels and get wreath supplies. All right. Twist that up. I think whenever we all start with Michael's supplies. All right, y'all. Everything that I'm using tonight came out of inventory tonight at decoexchange.com, and it's still in stock. I checked it right before I went live. Y'all, I'm pulling the glue strings. All right, we're gonna get our sign added right over here to the corner. Y'all, we're just gonna work our pipe cleaners through the mesh and wrap it into the frame. Tammy, we've got pink, red, green. There was black, but I don't know if it's still in stock or not. With thick ties. Why am I not using the stick-on tabs? Because this is not a kit, so I don't have to expect every person out there to have a stapler. And it's a wood sign, so why not staple it? So getting this pulled in nice and tight. So whenever we do wreath kits, I always use the stick-on tabs because that's what we send out in the kits, because we can't expect every customer who's never made a wreath before to have a staple gun, right? Faye, you're getting your very first subscription box. Faye, there's nothing but boxes across from me right now. Like boxes upon boxes upon boxes. They're packing subscription boxes tomorrow. All right. So we've got our sign added. We've got our mesh on. So if you came in late, we did 2 10-inch curls around the bottom, 1 20-inch ruffle, sun. Now we can make some bows. All right, y'all. My goal for this wreath was not to have a lot of supplies left over, so I only pulled 4 rolls of ribbon instead of 5 to 7. So we'll see how this turns out. All right, so we're gonna do about an 8-inch tail with our Easy Bow Maker from Deco Exchange. Give it a little twist. Slide it in. Tail out to the top. About 6.5 to 7-inch loop on both sides. Tail out on the other side. All right, now, looking at my ribbons, right? So this ribbon is more expensive than this ribbon, and then this is the least expensive ribbon that we did. So I'm gonna use this one towards the bottom because you use more of the bottom ribbon than you do the top ribbon. Y'all, if you're brand new to our page, you've never made a wreath before, this is what I highly suggest you do. When the video is over, come back to Deco Exchange on Facebook, and the very first video that you see is a detailed step-by-step tutorial. Just click on it. It'll take you to a page, and you can watch step-by-step all the detailed instructions on how to make a wreath. It's a lot better than trying to learn your very first wreath on a Facebook Live. So hang out, watch this one, enjoy the company, and then go check out that free video. All right, last loop. Renee, all you have to do is hammer them in really hard. So if you got the bow maker from us, you got a little instruction card with it that said, scan this. If you scan that, it took you to a video of how to do it. All right, y'all, I like my pipe cleaners to be longer, so I take two, twist them together. I do have the bow maker on decoexchange.com. Slide it off. Twist it up. All right, y'all, number one rule on your bow. If, whenever you twist it, if the ribbon doesn't perk up like a freshwater flower, just stop. Do it again. You're not going to like it. It's going to make you mad. You're not going to be happy with it. So just redo it, retighten it, get it done. All right, let's make our three. Kat, if you go to our website, we do ship all over. I don't know what the shipping is to the UK, though. Y'all, we got the fun ones tonight. You can also add some super glue into your board and then hammer the pegs in. I've heard that works. Y'all, I've used about 15 different boards, install them all exactly the same way, and the pegs don't fall out. But literally, the peg on the top is smashed from where I beat it with the hammer. Like, act like it's John Smith. Yeah, I saw it. They should be blocked. Y'all, I wonder if they saw that block coming, since, you know, psychic and all. Greetings. I'm pretty sure none of us are interested in crypto, friend. People are crazy today. I'm doing great. How about y'all? Oh, this person's name is English Subject. I wonder what they're gonna sell us, y'all. There's two. Denise, the Mardi Gras stuff is selling. I may not have any to use to create with. All right, last bow. All right, so we made our bow. We used our thickest ribbon at the bottom. Then we used our least expensive ribbon. And we saved our most expensive ribbon for the very top because... Why? Who's paying attention? Too bad this is not the right one. We missed the whole ribbon there. Awesome, Carol. Congrats. You use less of it, right, Celeste? All right. Last one. Y'all, I heard a rumor that our long pipe cleaners will be here sometime between January and March. That's always fun. So who knows when they'll get here. Tie them off. See how it perked up? That's our goal, right? All right, let's get those added to our wreath. Okay, y'all, listen. How many of y'all use these nice metal tumbler cups? I've always used the metal straws, but then I saw on the news someone tripped carrying their cup, drinking it. They fell, and the metal straw went through the back of their throat. So they convinced me to get these rubber straws, but it's not the same. It's weird. I'm not a fan, y'all. I'm gonna go back to the death straws, I think. All right. So we put one bow at the bottom. All right, so let's get this one tied off. Debbie, because we're not barbarians, friend. Hello. You probably eat chicken with a bone. All right, once your bow's on there, fluff it out. Y'all, I'm gonna go to the exact opposite side of my wreath. And add my next bow. So all we're doing is wrapping it around the frame. Y'all, I was just kidding with Debbie. Relax. We literally ate a turkey today. Right off the carcass. Deep breaths, deep breaths. All right, tie that one off. Now, so I like to do my top and bottom bows first. That way the middle bow sits right between them. And it just helps keep everything lined up nice and pretty. It was good. It was a Popeyes turkey, y'all. So good. All right, we can fluff these out a little bit. Y'all, let's dovetail everything. Y'all, while we're dovetailing, if you're in the business coaching group, who's excited about the business challenge? Let me know. Y'all, so all I'm doing is going around, folding the ribbons in half, and cutting a little dovetail. Yolanda, just do it. All right, let's do our middle one. Awesome, we got some people excited about it. These scissors are from Deco Exchange. Why don't I dovetail before put the bow on the wreath? Because I like to have my tails at all different lengths, and you don't really know where to cut them until they're sitting on the wreath. Janet, if you go in the creative group, I posted a whole post today about how you can add the business membership. So you don't have to wait on Robin to email you. Can I give the order number for the mesh? I think I threw it away. Let me look. All right, I can't be sure, but this was the very top one on the trash pile. It is RE1342N5. Angela, the training will start basic at the beginning of the year again, but we're also still going to have advanced training for people who have already completed that. So we'll have training for everyone. All right, let's make sure we got all these done. Looking good. Don't want to drop that on our tail, on our foot. What are they selling now? All right. Y'all, from here, you can see we're halfway done, right? Y'all, we lost the ribbon tail board. Whenever we cleaned for the camera crew, here it is. We're safe. We're safe. Crisis averted. All right. He saw in the future. I wonder if he saw that boot coming. All right, so we're going to take our ribbon tail board. You can get these at decoexchange.com. These are 14 inches. This is the length that I like to cut my ribbon. So let's start with our 10 for the base. So we're just going to measure it and wrap it around the board. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. What was my thought process to select the ribbon? I need pink, red, and white ribbon. And I found pink, red, and white ribbon. That was it. Get out of your own heads. None of that shit matters. Does the color match? Use it. All right, so there's our 10 tails for the bottom. We're gonna do 10 more. One. Debbie, I'm not going to show you the black tray. The black tree is not where you can see it. The only thing that I don't like about these scissors is that, you know what? No, that would make them not close all the way. There needs to be a way that they're not quite so loud. It's a lot. It's extra. It needs like a little silicone base or something, but if you put that on there, then they won't close all the way and they won't cut all the way. All right. Y'all, in this particular set of tails, we're going to do 2 sets of 1.5 inch and 1 set of 2 inch. If you put a dab of hot glue, you're going to cause them not to close all the way. All right, so I personally like 14-inch tails. I think it gives you just the right amount of length that sticks out enough from the mesh so that you can actually see your ribbon. And it's actually long enough that you can control where the ribbon tails sit. If you cut them too short, your ribbon tails are going to do what they want to do. Y'all, it's not something that we need to test, right? So in order for the scissors to close, the ends have to touch. Right? So when they close, they tap. So if you make a surface between the two parts that tap, then they don't close. If they don't close, they don't cut. All right. So y'all, these tails are gonna go all the way around the base, the very bottom, where we put our two 10-inch curls. So we're gonna take one of our 1.5, the second 1.5, layer them on top of each other. And then we're gonna take our 2.5 inch and layer that one. Fold them in half. Pinch them. And then add each one of these. And then once it's twisted in there, you're just gonna spread them out. Y'all, here's the thing. The trolls that are commenting are just giving us free engagement. So it's all good. All right, see how that opened up? So we're gonna do that 10 times. All right, and I personally believe that all of your tails should go out. Yeah, they don't bother me. They only bother me when they say stuff that is offensive to the other people in the chat. Then I usually block them, but other than that, they're welcome to hang out. Maybe they'll learn something. Trying to see what you guys are trying to figure out. I don't see Amy's comment that everyone's responding to, so I don't know. Sorry, friends. Oh, Aunt Kay's page. Aunt Kay, I don't know. Kay's Kitchen? KK's Kitchen? Something like that. Where can you find pinkmeshdecoexchange.com? All right, so look how it's filling in nice back there, y'all. That's what you want. If it's looking like it needs braces, fix it, friends. Fix it. Karen, if you're just here to watch me, if you swipe over to the side, you won't see any of the chat and they won't get on your nerves. Okay. So why do we fold them if we're gonna pinch them? Because if you just go in for the pinch, you get a nasty fold. Nasty nothing is good. Keep it clean. Why wouldn't you add red and pink together? What color is the sign? What color is Valentine's Day? I sell my wreaths for anywhere between $100 to $400 regularly. Susan Ross, kick them out, friend. Like you got to go. Y'all, Sandy said she uses our techniques. She went to a craft show and she sold 20 wreaths in 4 hours. Awesome. Laura, there should be a pair of red scissors on our website. They're exactly the same, just a little bit smaller. Look, exactly the same, just red. Same type blade though, so they're just as sharp. It'll cut right through all your ribbon, no problem. All right, we're almost done with these tails, y'all. Y'all, if you just sell on Etsy, follow our instructions, follow our business advice, and do exactly what I tell you, you will sell your wreath no matter what price you put on them. All right, last set of tails on the bottom. Vicky, I've never sharpened a pair of scissors. That has no interest for me. None at all. Y'all, if you're pricing your wreaths correctly and you have your markup done correctly, you should have a budget. You should have a budget for supplies and equipment. Right? So by the time the scissors are dull, which takes me about 3 years to make scissors dull, and I use them a lot, you should have enough money in your equipment account to cover that. Where can you get information on our classes? Just go to learnfromdamon.com. All right. Let's look at our wreath. So y'all, to me, this looks unfinished because of the difference between the ribbon tails on the back and the space between the sign. So we're gonna wanna get a little bit of ribbon on the top layer, right below that sign. This is also where I'm gonna take the opportunity to bring in the black. We do have another person from Australia, 2 people from Australia that are in the group. Yep. Thanks, Kelly. Let me pin that. There we go. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3. I need 4 more sets of tails. Y'all, we still had leftover ribbon. No, Parker's at home. All right, so y'all look. All we have left is one little piece of ribbon. Mary, just hit refresh. Sometimes it does that for some reason. Sometimes you have to put in www.learnfromdamon.com. We're working on it. All right, so there's those 4. You know what? To make sure we get the all the ribbon covered, we're gonna use 2 of these and 2 of the other roll. All right, so y'all, this one, we have a little bit of ribbon left. Y'all, after we're done making the wreath, if you guys want, I'll explain to you why pricing is so important. All right. So in these tails, we're gonna rotate the 1.5 inch extra one, and we'll have plenty of this one left over for another project. All right, so this one we're gonna have 4 tails. What do I do with the little bits of ribbon? Throw them away. Don't be a hoarder. All right. So here's our new tails. All right, so every set of tails is gonna have the 2-inch pink polka dot and the black, white, and red, and then it's gonna alternate with these. All right, so look, the frame that we added the mesh to already had these little twist ties. All we're going to do is add our ribbon right into that twist tie and tighten it up. I know some people were asking about it when it was on the bottom, but we couldn't show it easily. All right, spread out our tails. Move to the next one. All right, now we're gonna rotate to this pink one. Y'all, so whenever I make a wreath, I don't want the person's eye to stop at any one place on the wreath. I wanna make sure that your eye follows all the way around. So if I use a little bit of black over there, I wanna make sure I have a little bit of black over here. Diane, my dogs are outside. I would still use a 14-inch ribbon tail, no matter what size frame I was using. The sign is sunken in, and it should be. I want it to lean in to the bows. What am I going to do with the twist ties? I'm going to leave them there. We paid for the whole twist tie, not half of it. That's why we made sure it was pink, so that it blended in. All right, last set of tails. Do I have time to make a garland? No. All right. Y'all. Nice little wreath. All done. The sign, the ribbon, all the mesh came from Deco Exchange. Now, y'all, I've got just a little bit of ribbon left over on these rolls, right? So not much. So what I would recommend that you do, instead of being a hoarder and saving all that, take out your bow maker and make another bow. With whatever you have left. Throw out the roll. Throw out the roll. We use a work form from Deco Exchange. All right, now with the scraps that are left, we're just gonna add those scraps in. Okay. Then we're gonna take our 1.5 inch that we have left. Make our little bow centerpiece. All right, now look, the only scraps that we have left is one roll of fancy ribbon. Our 2 pipe cleaners, twist them together. Get it nice and tight, twist it off. Fluff it out. We're gonna trim it up. Now with this, you have multiple options. You could make another quick little wreath with it. You could make a lantern swag with it. You can make a mailbox bow with it. You could just list it as a bow on Etsy. What I personally like to do is take these and write my customer a nice little thank you note, like thank you for supporting a small business, yada, yada, yada. Here is a little thank you gift that you can use to hang on your lamppost, your mailbox, whatever you want, and send it free with the wreath. They've already paid for it, friends. They've already paid for it, right? You're gonna calculate the whole roll of ribbon in the price of your wreath. But to your customer, they just got an extra gift with their purchase. They're gonna remember you and they're gonna come back, right? Like literally for a couple extra dollars, you just made your customer super happy. All right, y'all. Let me see if I can get the whiteboard over there. So y'all, just give me a second. Turn the camera up because I told you guys I would talk about pricing with you. Marker. Debbie, there's your black tree. Y'all, I have to get the phone. I can't see comments anyway. Y'all, I gotta kill the light or you guys are gonna have that ring. Y'all, I wasn't prepared for pricing. All right. Got that. Donna, use swags. Let me switch the camera to the microphone to the Mevo. See if that helps our situation. All right. So, y'all, let's say our mesh was $5. Our frame was $5.25. Our sign was $4.50. We used 4 rolls of ribbon. Let's just say the 4 rolls were $20. I don't really know how much everything was, y'all. I just made that up. That's all we used. So, 5, 10, 14. Someone double check my math. Y'all, I'm gonna grab my phone. All right. Y'all, I'm going to bring out my calculator because it's late. Right? $34.75. Now, I personally just like to do times 3. And that's how much I would sell my wreath for. Okay? That's it. I would put this price on Etsy. Now, you could sit there and come up with all kind of other things that you wanted to. I personally don't do that. That's all I do. Add up my supplies, multiply it times 3. That's the price. Okay? On Etsy, you're going to have some fees. So Etsy is going to be about, that's not even how you spell Etsy, y'all. %9 is high. All right, so we're going to take out $9.39. We have to take out the original $34.75 for materials. Y'all, this includes the 20-cent listing fee and the percentage that Etsy's going to take. All right? So now we're at our sell price. And we should be around $60 profit, okay? Y'all, out of that $60, you now have to account for all of your other expenses, right? So what percent are you going to save off of that profit for your overhead? What percent are you going to take off that profit for your payroll? What percent are you going to take off of that for future investments, right? So a future investment may be a class that you want to take. It may be the next machine that you want to buy. Do you want a stem cutter? Do you want a pick machine? How often do you have to replace your rotary cutters, your scissors, your lights? Do you need a special phone? Do you want a Mevo camera? All of that stuff is future investments, right? So, how much do you want to pay yourself? Let's say you want $20 from every wreath. Okay, so now we're at 40. Are you gonna say overhead was $10? Right? So overhead, y'all, the stuff that you have to run your business. Do you have business coaching? Do you have to have the internet? Do you have to have glue sticks? Do you have to have pipe cleaners? Overhead expenses, right? So in this case, we're left with $30.11 to invest back in our business. So in this case, the $30.11 and the $34.75 would go back into money that we can spend in our business. This goes to pay you, and this goes to cover your overhead and expenses, right? Now, why is it important to price how you want to price right away? It's super important to figure out your baseline price immediately, because if you don't, you're going to grow a whole audience of customers who can't afford you later, right? So let's say the cost was $34.75 and all I did was double it. right? Y'all, $69.50 would be a great price for that wreath. I could probably sell them all day long for $69.50. Okay? But where are we going to take the $34 from? All of your future investments go away. Your expenses are still there. So now you got to pay yourself $16 and you have no money to invest in your future. Okay? Look, no money to reinvest. All right? So you do this for a couple of months, couple of years, whatever you think you're doing, and you think, okay, now I'm established. Now I can change my price. And all of a sudden, the same wreath that you wanted to sell for $70 every day, multiple times a day, you now want $104. Do you think your customers that you built a loyalty with at $70 are going to be like, oh, hey, what? Let's bump elbows, and I'm going to give you an extra $35 today because you decided you're worth it. I'm getting the exact same product, right? I didn't change what I was selling them. I only decided today I want more money for that. Do you think these people are going to just walk over here and give you an extra $35 tomorrow? They're not. So you're going to start all over. Because all of these people are not going to move with you at this new high price point. They're not. Y'all, if you walked in, okay, let's say you've been going to Burger King every single day and you get a $5 Whopper. Tomorrow the Whopper is $15. Are you going to get the Whopper or are you going to try something else? For $15, you're going to go get something that looks a lot fancier, right? Where's your shipping? Shipping is sell price plus shipping. We don't do free shipping around here. That's out. Right? So now you start all over from scratch trying to find new customers to do this. What's going to happen? Your knees are going to buckle, you're going to give in, and all of a sudden you're going to start slashing your prices back down to $69.50 because that's where they sold. And you're going to be stuck in that never-ending loop of bullshit where you can't grow anymore. And listen, friends, if you want to live in that land of bullshit, do it. I will help you get there. It's just not where I want to hang out. Like, there's nothing wrong with selling stuff so cheap that you can't invest in yourself. It's just not what I do. Right? I'm doing this because I want to run a business. And in businesses, you have capital overhead and expenses and investments, and you have to be able to grow. Like, that's how the world works. Right? So yes, it may take you a little bit longer to find these people. But guess what? Those people will be your people as long as you keep making good product and you keep giving them good customer service. These people are not. Find these people first, even if you struggle. Go to where they are. Go to where they are. Right? Guess what? Your neighbor may not be this person. That's okay. How many of my neighbors do you think I sell to? None. How many wreaths do you think we sell a year? A lot. We ship all around the world. Y'all, let me get over here so I can see your comments. Vicky. Yes, exactly the same. Lisa said that she did this for over a year and she is getting the prices that she wanted finally. Y'all. The people are out there, I promise. I promise the people are out there. And you don't, y'all. When someone says they only pay that because you're famous, I just block them. I just block them. You know why? Because I don't sell to my followers on Etsy. Y'all, how many of you guys watching are wreath buyers or wreath makers? My audience is wreath makers. My audience on Etsy is different. Lana, then they're not your customer. They're someone else's customer. Y'all, I can think of someone right now. I'm not going to tell you her name because it could ruin her business. But on Facebook, she has like 500 followers. On Etsy, she sells like 80 to 100 wreaths every single week. She doesn't have a large following. She sells more wreaths than I do. Right? So, now, someone asked, y'all, if I only used half a roll of mesh, I would not charge this customer for the whole roll. That's fraud. Don't do that. Charge them for what you use. Y'all, if you're in our business coaching group, if you go into the business membership and you go into documents, there's a whole spreadsheet that tells you how to price your wreaths. Go in there, use it. It's really good, I promise. I used it for 4 years. right? So add up your supplies, whatever that is. I do times 3. That's how much I sell it for online. Then you have to figure out this over here. Like, I can't tell you how much to budget for expenses. I can't tell you how much to pay yourself. I can't tell you how much to do for investments, right? Like, you have to make this decision on your own, and it has to be right for your business. And if you're okay with not doing this, it's fine. Like, if you're okay with just marking your wreath up $10 and you're happy, do it. There's nothing wrong with that. We just have a different business model. Right? If you're just happy to make a sale and you're just doing this because it's a hobby and that makes you happy and content, go for it, friend. Don't let anyone tell you that it's wrong. It's just not my business model, and it's not the business model that I recommend for people who want to do this and make a living doing it. Okay? Y'all, if you're not in our business coaching group and you need help finding your customers, selling your product, go to learnfromdamon.com and join us in the business coaching group if you would like. If not, it's okay. What if times 3 is $45? That's fine. Your box is going to be part of your expenses. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Y'all, if you are not in our business coaching group and you missed last night's announcement, we do have some fun stuff in store for 2021, y'all. So in 2021, we're doing a fun challenge for the whole year. January, we're going to have training around Etsy, homework around Etsy. You have to do the homework. And in January, we're going to pick 3 winners that are going to get one-on-one calls. February, 3 winners. March, 3 winners. April, 3 winners. And then everyone who does all of the homework for those 4 months are going to qualify for a personal trip to us where we'll work in your business for 1 weekend. And every single month, there's going to be specific tasks. And if you complete those tasks, you have a chance to win either a one-on-one call. And if you complete all the tasks, you get a chance to win a trip to Deco Exchange. So we're going to be giving away what is it? 12, 18, 19, 21 one-on-one calls times 4. And we're going to give away 3 trips to Deco Exchange. And then the grand prize will be a whole year of one-on-one coaching with me in 2022. So if you complete all the assignments every single month, you'll get a chance for a $9,000 prize. So Y'all, and guess what? If you don't win and you still do all this, I guarantee your business is going to be in a completely different place. So, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be fun. Going to be a lot of work, but I promise the rewards are worth it. Y'all, this is the same strategy that we teach and implement and that our students have seen really big wins with. So I need you guys to just trust me on that one. All right, look. So, price how you want. This is how I price. I price for profit because profit means I can invest back in myself and in my business. And if I can invest back in myself and my business, I can grow. All right? Y'all, let me get connected back to the camera so we can wrap this up for tonight, y'all. Finally got you guys back. All right. Y'all, if you haven't joined yet, go to learnfromdamon.com. Check it out. I would highly recommend that you pay for the whole year at once. It's going to save you a lot of money, and then you're automatically qualified to win all the prizes because you got to be a member for the whole year. All right?